Hi, my name is Tim. I do run the Tim Potter Travel Company. I'm a travel agent by trade, but I am also a huge Disney parks expert. I visit Disneyland Paris on a regular occasion. I'm an annual pass holder there. I also go to Walt Disney World. I've been to Disneyland Resort and Tokyo Disney. So I do love those Disney parks holidays. I do try to help people. I've scoured those online forums, a lot of Facebook groups, giving advice and sharing my expertise in my experience of visiting the parks. So one of the questions that gets really regularly asked is, should I buy the Disneyland Paris Meal Plan? And this can be quite a sort of complex question, and with my travel agent hat on and my Disney Parks sort of fanboy hat on, I do want to sort of try and help you make the decision on whether the Disneyland Paris meal plan is for you. So the first restriction is it's only available to you if you are staying officially on site at one of the Disney-owned resort hotels. So you can't get it at a partner hotel, you can't get it if you're staying off site somewhere else. I've listed the hotels there on site for you. And the way the Disneyland Paris meal plan works, it works on a credit-based system. So depending on what level of plan you have purchased, we'll add credits to your Magic Pass. The Magic Pass is given to you when you arrive. I believe it's your ticket and your door key, and also has your credits for your meal plan on if you're in the meal plan. They can be used throughout your stay. They only expire at the point when your stay. So if you, for example, use half board but use 2 credits on one day, then they just get deducted from the meal from the Magic Pass, and you just need to keep a tally of what you've actually used on that pass. But generally, I'll explain on how the pass is how the meal plan is designed to be used in an ideal scenario. But it does have quite a lot of flexibility to it. The only real reasons to purchase the meal plan, and there's only 2. The first one is to prepay and be organised for your meals prior to arrival. So quite a lot of people, when you're going on holiday, you don't want to be thinking about A, carrying money, and B, how much you're actually spending on your holiday, on your the additional bits and pieces of your holiday, like meals. So the meal plan's a real good way of preparing for that and having those meals already prepaid for before you arrive. The other reason to buy the meal plan is it can, in some circumstances, save you some money. It's not a guarantee to save you money. I'll put that out there now. You do need to know what the meal plan comprises of, and sort of choose the right level of meal plan to make sure that you're getting that value. So Disneyland Paris does have essentially three different types of meal plan with a couple of additions. So the first one's the breakfast meal plan. So that will simply entitle you to breakfast on each morning of your stay. The next one is half board, and we do have subsets to that. We'll go into those later, but essentially that's breakfast and one other meal per day. You can use that for lunch, for dinner, as you choose. You could, in theory, use a day in advance and have 2 meals on one day, but you're borrowing from another day. So it's just for you to keep tally on that. And then you get into the full board meal plans. I've got 3 different options for these, but essentially that will give you a breakfast, a lunch and a dinner for each day of your stay. And we'll go into the fine details of what each of those different plans does consist of in the video. So the different types of meals that you get at Disneyland Paris. So breakfast is really quite straightforward. If you're staying at the Disney's Davy Crockett Ranch, it is a self-catering type breakfast. So you can go and collect your self-catering continental breakfast basket from your pickup location. All the other Disney hotels, it's a really simple breakfast buffet, standard continental style breakfast. Some of the breakfast buffets have got hot options, especially when you get into this sort of the Art of Marvel Hotel or the Newport Bay Club or Sequoia Lodge. They have more hot options, but essentially you've got a really nice continental breakfast selection. Your tea, coffee, juice are also included. So when I talk about a meal, probably from now on, I'm probably talking about a lunch or a dinner as opposed to a breakfast. So the quick service meals that you could have for either lunch or dinner would be comprising of a main, a side, a soft drink and a dessert. I will say, in most instances, using your meal credits for a quick service meal is going to be a bad option, because they're normally a lot cheaper to buy out of pocket than you would have actually paid for the meal service credit, or the meal plan credit in the first place. But we'll go into that a little later on. But if you've got a quick service credit on there, it will give you a main aside, a soft drink and a dessert per guest. There's all-you-can-eat buffets for lunch or dinner, and they are really, again, straightforward. It will be a all-you-care-to-enjoy buffet. You can visit the buffet as many times as you wish. There will be various selections. There will be some starter selections, some dessert sections, and obviously some entree sections and sides. And you can go and help yourself to those and mix and match as much as you wish. With the meal plan, you will also get one soft drink per guest included with the meal plan credit. Table service. Now, this is going into the sort of normally the more expensive types of meals. So these are going to be €45, €55 plus your drinks if you were to pay out of pocket. The table service meals will consist of a 3-course prix menu, so you will get a choice of a starter, main or dessert at that restaurant, and you will also get your soft drink, one soft drink included. Any additional drinks or any additional items that you have in addition to that prix menu or that one soft drink will be chargeable. It's also worth mentioning, and I've put them on the screen there, that character dining and breakfast with characters can be upgraded to with the meal plan, and they'll just charge you the difference of the cost to upgrade, and that can be done either at booking or added to your hotel reservation, subject to availability, obviously. So now I'm just going to go into detail for each of these meal plans now. The first one is this breakfast meal plan. The breakfast meal plan, really straightforward. Every day after you've slept at your Disney hotel, you will have breakfast included with your stay. Again, there's nothing else really to say about that. What I am going to do is I'm just going to put the prices on the screen there for you. You can see what the cash price for breakfast is if you were to pay outright, and then the cost of the meal plan, and they've converted the euro price to a sterling price. We're using sort of an average high street exchange rate. If your motivation is to save money and you're choosing the breakfast meal plan, you're not actually saving any money on that plan. But what you are doing is prepaying for your breakfast. You know you've paid for it. You know you don't have to worry about it while you're actually staying at Disneyland Paris. So the half-board meal plan probably gives you the best balance between value and flexibility, and probably is the meal plan tier I would probably recommend most people go for. You do need to make sure that you want to have that larger sort of buffet breakfast in the morning at the hotel, and you also do need to be in that category of somebody who wants to eat at least one of those table service buffet type restaurants per day. You can obviously top this up by paying out of pocket for maybe an additional quick service meal for lunch, or paying out of pocket for some snacks during the day, but I think that this gives you the sort of right amount of food for the average trip, for the average person. Put on the screen there how you can use it. For example, if you arrive on the first day, you can then use one of your credits for dinner on your first day, and on the subsequent days you will get breakfast and dinner for each day that you're staying, and on your last day you just enjoy your breakfast at your hotel. There's no meals included on the last day unless you've saved a credit from later on. It is quite a flexible scheme, so obviously if you arrive later you can obviously leave your dining credits to use later on in your trip. Maybe don't use one on the first day, use it on the last day instead, and you can also use them for lunch or dinner. You don't necessarily have to, there's no time restriction on those meal credits. You can use those lunch dinner credits for either lunch or dinner, which sounds fairly obvious, but just makes it fairly flexible. Pricing is a little bit strange when it comes to half board. You pay a slightly cheaper price at the value hotels, the Davy Crockett Ranch and the Santa Fe Hotel. It's priced at just £45, 42 pence for adults to upgrade. Whereas if you are at the Hotel Cheyenne and those other hotels above, the Sequoia Lodge, Newport Bay, Hotel New York, Heart of Marvel, you're going to be paying the 54, 51 tier, which is classified as a plus tier. No difference in what you get. You get the breakfast at your hotel, and you get those credits for lunch or dinner. So essentially what you get is nothing different. You can see on there what the potential savings are. So potentially you can save, but bear in mind that will be based on having one of the more expensive table service meals at the end of the day. Yeah, you can certainly save some money, and I think it gives you plenty of flexibility in that plan, provided that you want that sort of bigger breakfast and that bigger buffet or table service meal in the day. It's worth mentioning again that you can upgrade obviously to character dining, and they'll just charge you the difference in the cost per meal that you have upgraded. So as you can see here, full board includes a breakfast, lunch and dinner for each day that you are staying. And the other thing it includes when you are staying at Disneyland Paris is an additional meal credit for your last day, which you'll probably take as a lunch for your last day. So there's actually a huge amount of food. For this to work out, you probably need to be arriving quite early, or at least before lunchtime on your first day, and you need to be leaving after lunchtime on your last day. If you've got a late flight or early flight on the either end, then you're going to miss out on one or two of those meal credits, which is going to devalue the plan. One of the better options is the standard full board, because that includes your breakfast at your restaurant, at your hotel. It includes one buffet or table service credit, the same as half board, and works exactly the same way. And the other credit is a quick service credit, so you can use that at a quick service location. The difference between the half board and the full board package for standard is £18, which is about the cost of the quick service meal. Plus you do get that extra quick service credit for that last day, for that additional lunch on your last day. So that does add some value to this plan. The bad point about this is only available in the value resorts, so the Davy Crockett Ranch or the Santa Fe Hotel. But if you're staying there and you've got an early flight out and a late flight back, and you're planning to have sort of those 3 meals a day, that's probably the right amount of food and probably a reasonable amount of cost there. It's going to be difficult to lose money on this plan if you use all those credits. The next full board option is Full Board Plus. Now that's available at all the hotels. The only difference with this one is you get 2 table service or buffets per night, plus a table service or buffet for the last day. I don't see why you would upgrade to this if you're staying at the Santa Fe or the Davy Crockett, unless you were literally going for a complete foodie trip to Disneyland Paris and wanted to just do table service or buffets all the way through your trip. At the other hotels, this is the only full board option. You can't buy the standard one, so this is the only full board option. And my caveat is it's a lot of food. You're paying about the price of a buffet on top of the half board price. And as I said, the quick service meal is about £18. You're paying about double of that for your extra credit, so you do need to get good value, be using these at those table services or buffets. And my real worry with selling this as a travel agent is this is too much food. It's a lot of time. A table service or a buffet is going to take some time out of your day to go through, and from getting seated to enjoying your meal, taking some time out of the park. I can see that once in a day is fine, but twice in a day can be quite a lot, and I have done it twice in a day before. And secondly, it's a lot of food. I don't know many people who have 2 3-course meals a day. So that is something to bear in mind. So, Full Board Extra Plus is the final option that Disney give you in regards to meal plans. So this enhances the Full Board Plus. You get all the same benefits in regards to meals for the breakfast, lunch and dinners. And the credits work exactly the same way. You also get a drinks voucher, which you can use at the Disney restaurants and a selected number of the Disney bars for a soft or alcoholic drink, which will be a value of about £4 to £14. You can also get a snack voucher per night for £4. It's around about £4 for the snacks that you can get using that voucher. And then the final benefit is a free upgrade to character dining, but this is a per stay upgrade, not a per night upgrade. The problem I have with it is the charges, the extra charges are per night charge. So the difference is £27 for adults, £18 for children, which is quite a significant amount of money extra on top of that full board plus. I personally think that you are better off just getting full board plus if that's what you wanted to do, and upgrade to character dining. Remember, even if you're on half board, you can upgrade to character dining either for breakfast or lunch or dinner, and just pay the difference in the cost, the upgrade cost. If you are staying more than one night, this extra plus plan just doesn't add up. It doesn't actually make any financial sense to me to go for this option, and very few people are going to do a 1 night 2 day stay and want to spend that much time in sit down buffet table service restaurants to do these experiences. I would again strongly advise everybody to just stay clear of full board extra plus. It just doesn't represent good value. A bit of general advice, whether you're choosing to buy the meal plan or not. If you're staying in a Disney resort hotel, you can reserve your tables up to 12 months in advance. I would bear in mind, not many of the restaurants have 12 months online and available to book, but certainly before that 60-day period when anybody else who has has the app can book a table, that you want to be making sure you can get those tables that you want. My name is Tim. I am the owner of the Tim Potter Travel Company. We do have a section of our website dedicated to Disney holidays, and we love to help you plan your Disney holiday. A couple of things you can do to help us. You can subscribe the video, click on the thumbs up, and also get in touch with us. I'll put our contact details on the page, but our email address is travelco@tim-potter.co.uk. If you're planning a Disney trip, feel free to get in contact with me. I'm more than happy to sort of help you, give you generic advice, as well as provide you with more formal quotes. We consider lots of options for Disney holidays, whether it's the Paris, whether it's Florida, whether it's California, or you want to go further afield to the Asia parks. We can certainly help you with those plans. It's been great to talk to you about meal plans, and I hope you found this useful. Thank you very much.